Hello A-Framers. Well, today I'm excited to show off a new feature involving contact search. Now, if you remember our previous update, we made some pretty drastic improvements to the transaction search page, and this is a natural progression towards contacts. So if you know how the transaction search page works, you'll have no problem figuring out how the new contact search page works as well. So if you'll look over here to the left, you'll see that we have a new icon called contacts. And this again is sort of the natural progression, right? So we had transactions where you can search all of your transactions with custom searches that you create. And then now you have the same ability to do that with contacts. So I'm going to assume you did not watch the transaction search videos. So let's just sort of dive in. I'll give you a brief overview of how the contact search page works. I'll go ahead and minimize this side nav. So up at the top, I have all of my saved searches. Now, again, these are default searches that come with every account, but I can delete these, I can move these around, I can customize these searches. Really, this area up here is for you to customize. So I can click on any of these very quickly and see my different lists on what I want to view and how I want to view them. If I want to change any of these searches, I just click on my filters and I can add new filters. If I want to search by, a category, I can say, okay, give me all of my contacts that are in open transactions, but that are in the sphere category, for example. And then this would enable me to filter that list a little bit more. You'll notice that when I do apply filters, I get the option to save or revert or save as a new one. So again, this allows you to create those custom views, as we call them, or you can just save the existing one and say, you know what, I've changed this one, this is how I want it to look permanently, right? If you want to go back, clearly we can just delete that filter, click save. Or if we make some changes that we just want to view temporarily, I can view those and then I can use the revert button, which takes me back to the previously saved search. Now you'll also notice the customize button. This allows you to display a number of custom fields. This is what's so great about these search pages, is you can really tailor the view on exactly what you would like to see. So again, we've got a number of columns here. You can search by the name of the column. We also have a few other columns that I think you'll find very helpful. So you can also display touch dates. So if you want to display a birthday of the main contact or the alternate or spouse, purchase anniversary, sale anniversary, you can actually show these within the search results as well, and it will show you, okay, this is when the birthday is for this main contact, sale anniversaries, all the things. So again, this is great. This is especially useful on our upcoming touch dates search. So this is a search that we've created that allows you to sort of dynamically search dates. So for example, this says, give me every contact that has a touch date that is coming up within the next 30 days. And these are the touch dates that we've chosen to filter by. So if we have a purchase, sale, wedding anniversary, or birthday in the next 30 days, they will actually appear here, which makes this extremely convenient when you're trying to, again, work through your contact list, reach out to them because it's a special occasion in, sort of their life. So we've covered customizing all of the columns. We've covered filters. There are a couple of neat things with managed views. So again, if you want to sort of change the way these look, you can sort all of these up at the top so you can get them in the order that you would like. You can delete searches. You can edit the names of the searches if you like. If you want to create new searches, again, you can just perform the search here and then click that save button and name it whatever you like. But we also have back in the managed views area this shared and predefined views area. So what is this? Well, these are searches that we have put together as sort of best practices, and you can use these as sort of a template. So let's say I'd like to look at all of my team members. Now, actually, let's do duplicates. So if I want to search for all the duplicate contacts in my database, you can see this is by first name, last name, and company. So if all three of these match, then it's considered a duplicate in this search. So I can go ahead and create this view, and then I can either accept it, but I'm just going to go ahead and write this like this is my custom duplicate search. and you'll see it's been added up here. Now, if I want to change the order of it and move it, sort of in the primary position or even at the very first, I certainly can. And then once I click on duplicates, this is going to show me all of the duplicates in this account. Of course, I don't have any in this account, but if I did, they would all be listed here. Of course, if I want to come in here and say, nope, this is not exactly the search I wanted, then we can sort of remove that filter, obviously click apply, and then I can get the search the way I want it, go ahead and click save, and now that duplicate search is saved the way I want it. Of course, this is no longer a duplicate search, but you get the idea. Okay, a couple of other changes that hopefully are okay with most of you. You'll see some missing items. So over on the left, you'll notice that we no longer have this quick search area. It was a little cumbersome, doesn't really work well in the left nav, so we have actually removed that, just again, sort of that natural progression. And in favor of sort of removing that, we have actually sort of expanded the lookup. So if I come in here and enter in test, you'll notice that previously I was only able to click on a single item. Now you have the ability to actually search for all contacts or transactions based off your lookup value. So if I came in here and said, okay, I'm looking for test, but I want to see actually every transaction that has test, then this will bring up all of those test transactions. Oops, sorry, I think I clicked the wrong button here. So if I click on transactions, you'll notice that now this filter has the search term of TES, and this searches the address and buyer and seller name is what this lookup has always searched. If I like this search, I can obviously save it. I could add additional filters and say, okay, I want to see everything with test, but only for the active and under contract. Now I've got my list. Do I want to save this? Sure. And I can go ahead and click save. Or I can create a new one that says, okay, these are my test transactions. And that will save this in my list right here, and I can access that at any time. So again, I hope you guys will see the benefit of this new contact search page. There's a number of cool filters in here, like give me all of my sphere of influence that I haven't prospected in the last 90 days. This gives you some great tools on working your sphere of influence. We also have the ability to do pending tasks. So you can bring up every contact that happens to have a task that's either due today or overdue. And you'll notice that they appear over here on the right. I could just click on those tasks and then look up whatever task that needs to be done and go ahead and check those off. If there are any transactions associated with that contact, I can actually click the transactions column and it will show me all of the transactions. It's just easy to click on that and go right into the transaction itself. I can always go back to the list if I need to. So again, there's a lot of cool features. I hope you'll play around with this. I hope you'll have questions, and if you do, feel free to email us at support@aframesoftware.com. Thanks.